All rise, now entering the Honorable Judge Post.
Good evening, everyone. We're here today to solve the mystery of King Hamlet's death on the grounds of plausible murder. Claudius, how do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Hamlet, you may proceed.
For my first witness, I would like to call my mother, Gertrude.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Hello, Queen.
Hello.
What is your relationship to the defendant?
Well, he was my husband's brother, but I remarried to him, so now he is my husband.
Okay. And around what time would you say you married quickly to your ex-husband's brother?
Well, my ex-husband was unfortunately, I would suppose murdered, that's why we're here. But after his death, I just kind of quickly fell in love with his brother.
So you had no remorse for your ex-husband's death?
No, I had remorse, but I had to move on. I mean, things happen.
Why do you think you married King Claudius?
I suppose physical pleasure, but as a woman, I was not able to keep the throne if I did not have a man.
Do you find it at all a coincidence that after the death of your previous husband, suddenly a man is there, his own brother, that is there to help you take over the throne, take over the kingdom, and marry you?
I guess I never thought about it, but he was there for me when I needed him.
Let's talk about the night your previous husband died. Do you think he died naturally?
No, I mean, he was the king. Someone had to have wanted to murder him to take over the throne, but...
To take over the throne? So when you say take over the throne, don't you think the person who killed him would have taken over the throne?
But then
and who took over the throne?
But then you'd be implying that Claudius killed him.
So do you think that Claudius could have killed him?
He could never do that. He's my snuggle bunny.
Do you really think he's your snuggle bunny? Or did he marry you for the throne, in which that case, he must have been the killer of your previous husband?
Open your eyes! Don't you think it's true?
Order in the court!
Queen, mother of mine, do you think what seems to be is not reality? That the man you love, the king of our country, is actually the killer of my father and your ex-husband?
These words like daggers in my ears. Oh, Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turned my eyes into my very soul.
Thank you. That's all the questions I have.
Polonius, as Claudius' attorney, would you like to cross-examine the queen?
Yes, Your Honor. Hello, Queen Gertrude.
Hello.
So, I wanted to ask you, didn't you really love your first husband?
Of course I did.
So, after your husband died, don't you think you needed someone? For, like, the grieving process, you needed a hero. Your country needed a hero. Don't you think so? Yeah, not only did I need it, but my country needed it as well. Don't you think Claudius stepping in as a new king saved your country from future crisis and turmoil over who would become king? Yeah, Claudius prevented crisis. So, Claudius was this hero, and as this great man, why would he kill the late king, his own brother? His own blood!
Objection! His own blood? Of course he would kill his own blood. It would earn him the throne!
Order! Order! Prince Hamlet, wait your turn. Polonius, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. One last question, Gertrude, and I want you to really think about this. Have you noticed that Hamlet's grief impacted his psyche? I guess. I mean, anybody would grieve over the loss of his father. Do you think he could have gone so mad to deceive others that Claudius killed your late husband? I don't know. It all happened so fast. I mean, my ex-husband's death and then the marriage to Claudius, I didn't think about it that way. Thank you, Your Majesty. You're welcome.
Queen Gertrude, you may step down. Would the defense like to call up another witness?
Yes, Your Honor. The defense would like to call Horatio up to the stand. Hello, could you please state your name for the court?
Horatio?
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Hello, Horatio.
Hello.
So, can you please describe what happened in the play?
Well, it was about a king and queen madly in love, but one day the king was murdered.
Murdered. Can you please go in depth of this murder?
The king was sleeping and the murderer came around him and poured poison in his ear.
All right. Can you please describe the king's facial expression and how he was acting during this time?
Well, at first he looked shocked and just uncomfortable and started squirming in his chair, and he ran out.
Ran out. Do you think this is like a way someone would act during a play?
Well, I don't think so.
If the king acted like that and ran out during that one part of the scene, wouldn't you think it represented something to him?
I guess so.
Okay. So, kings don't just run out. Why do you think he would have acted like that, reacted like that to that part of the play?
Actually, that would be the natural reaction to someone who feels guilty.
Now we turn to evidence from actual footage from the night of the play. So as we can see here, the king's unnatural reaction and disrespect towards the play of running out is actually showing that he is guilty. Guilty for what, you may ask? The killing of my father. Thank you.
All right, so you and Hamlet are friends, and before the play, he told you to look at the king. What was the king's reaction? What did he seem like?
Hamlet told me to look at the king's reaction. He looked uncomfortable and uneasy.
Did you happen to notice anyone else in the audience? Perhaps Hamlet?
A little.
So, did he seem at all strange or anything? Maybe crazy even?
No, Hamlet is not crazy. He's going through a hard time with his family, that's all.
So, have you heard the rumors that his psyche has been impacted by his grief, causing him to go mad?
Hamlet is not crazy. He's going through a hard time, and that's all.
But how can a sane man say that when he has allegedly seen the ghost of his father?
Well, 2 other guards and I did see the ghost of King Hamlet. It wasn't until we retrieved his son that he started to communicate with him. This doesn't make Hamlet crazy. He has 3 other people that saw the ghost as well.
But does that justify his behavior?
I don't know!
That's all the questions I have. Thank you, Horatio.
Thank you, Horatio. You may step down. Hamlet, who is your next witness?
Yes, Your Honor. I call King Claudius to the stand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Hello, King.
Hello, Hamlet.
Can you please tell me how you exactly came to power?
Well, after my brother died, I married the queen. That's how I got my throne.
Can you please tell me what was your reaction to my father, your very brother's death?
Well, after his death, I sort of felt responsible that it's my duty to my country to take control, and it was my responsibility to marry the queen.
So you weren't suspicious at all? You didn't think that his death was unnatural at all?
Well, his death was very natural. Yes, it was completely Mother Nature in total.
I see. Did you ever envy my father, the late king? I mean, after all, he was married to my beautiful mother and had the kingdom at his feet.
Well, I wouldn't say I envied him, but, you know, he did have everything. I mean, who wouldn't want everything?
So you admit if you had the chance to take his place, you would do it?
I suppose, but who wouldn't? In times like this, people have to step up, you know?
All right. Let's go back to the night of the play. Can you explain why you were acting so suspicious?
Well, I was expecting something completely different from the play. Honestly, I wouldn't expect it to portray a life of royalty, and it just made me feel uncomfortable.
So admit it, you did kill the king!
That's enough!
He did it!
Objection! Quiet! Order in my court! This case is over. Do you have a closing statement, Hamlet?
Yes. Judge, members of the jury, what seemed to have been a natural death is really a murder. By the very own King Claudius. Please, I am begging you, put this man where he belongs.
Defense, do you have a closing statement?
Hamlet's a lunatic!
Claudius, calm down. Clearly, Hamlet's loss has caused his emotion to overpower his reason. Claudius is not guilty.
Thank you. All the evidence has been heard. Jury, please make your final decision.